I'm Lieutenant Colonel Joe Thornton, Chief of Current Operations at the 22nd Air Refueling Wing, March Air Force Base, California. This morning we'd like to tell you a little bit about one of the missions that our wing and two flying squadrons were tasked to fly in support of the second wave of the Desert Shield deployment flow. The mission, the delivery of 20 F-117 aircraft from their home base in Nevada to Southwest Asia, was initially tasked us in late November. Right now, March is the only KC-10 unit with crews that are certified to refuel the 117, although in the future that program could be expanded, much as the initial KC-10 support of the SR-71 program was extended to include all three KC-10 bases.
He was pretty much full, 6.6.
Okay, looked like you got a top off, sir, 6.6.
Is he taking off?
Yeah, he did.
Well, squad 5.2.
Hundred feet, 50 feet, 40 feet, 30 feet, 20 feet, 10 feet.
Castle. No, it's Seymour. Castle.
Immediately following the recovery into Saudi Arabia, the wing was tasked with a follow-on mission, which necessitated the immediate return of 9 of the KC-10s to March Air Force Base by way of Lodge's airfield, the Azores. Upon returning to March Air Force Base, 4 of these aircraft immediately turned and flew to Yuma Marine Corps Air Station in Arizona, uploaded cargo, and escorted approximately 1 dozen AV-8 Harrier aircraft from Yuma, Arizona to Kaneohe Bay Marine Corps Air Station in Hawaii.
I'm First Lieutenant Carnes of VMA 513, stationed out of Yuma, Arizona. Right now we're getting ready to take off out of March and fly on our first leg going to Iwakuni, Japan. My job is to be in the back as a representative, make sure the refueling is going as it needs to be. If there's a problem, they can come talk to me and we'll get them the right information. Just kind of make sure everything's going the way the Harrier needs it. Flying behind the KC-10 is really good. It's fast enough that we don't have to slow down to refuel. It's got a lot more fuel than some of our assets to do it, and it's a lot easier than the 135 to take off because it's got the basket that's designed for our use. And going over there to protect Japan and the general vicinity while everybody else works the other part of the world.
Arriving in Hawaii, the KC-10s left the Harriers and picked up a squadron of 20 F-18s, which were destined eventually for Saudi Arabia. To do this, we used 4 KC-10s, refueling the F-18s in a 5-on-1 ratio on 2 different legs. In order to accomplish all of these missions within the task time frame from the Joint Chiefs of Staff, we flew virtually every one of these missions with an augmented crew. For KC-10 purposes, it involves adding an additional pilot, flight engineer, and boom operator to the normal basic crew. This extends our duty day to approximately 24 hours for each duty day prior to the crew rest period. During Desert Shield, we found that this has almost always been the case because of the necessity or the priority of getting the KC-10s back to the States for yet another airlift move.